Let's talk about the top 5 mistakes people make when it comes to the follow-up in the sales process. So mistake number one is never following up. A lot of people just don't pick up the phone and they don't call. A follow-up contact is when you make a call and you actually talk to somebody. Leaving a voicemail is not always a contact. If you know for sure that they're going to listen to that voicemail, that's more of a contact than not leaving a voicemail at all. But in all reality, you want to talk to somebody when you are doing your follow-up, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to make those 6 or more touches throughout your sales process. And just leaving a voicemail, I personally don't count that as one of the touches, unless they call back and then you talk to them. Then you've made that touch. Number 2 is tracking and scheduling. Tracking and scheduling is extremely important when it comes to the follow-up. You need to know exactly when the last time you talked to a prospect was and when you need to talk to them again. A rule of thumb is if you don't talk to them but you call and leave a voicemail, wait at least 1 to 2 days, then call back. You want to do this pretty much as many times as it takes, because if they already gave you the information to contact them, then you can make those necessary amount of touches to get them into your practice. So just keep hammering away and just do it in an ethical way. I know sometimes it might seem like you're being annoying, but sometimes that's exactly what it takes to grow your business. So always have at least a way to add tasks, which you can do that with the CRM that we set our clients up with, and just being able to add tasks in and know exactly what stage in the cycle that these people are at, then you can really understand how often you need to be calling and what it really takes to take somebody throughout your sales process and turn them into a patient. And number 3, of course, waiting too long. Waiting too long to follow up is it's really important that you keep making the calls and you don't wait too long. I know a lot of people, even a lot of the people that I've contacted, I've waited too long to follow up, and they've either hired somebody else or they just completely forget who I am. So I'm not making a warm contact anymore. I'm really going out there and I'm making an additional cold contact, because I think, I don't know the percentage offhand, so I'm not going to say it, but the amount of people that just forget about the person that called them it's extremely high. So if you're not constantly making touches throughout your sales process, and we'll talk about this in a later video, but even when you're on the phone with them, right when you hang up, within 60 seconds, if you can just shoot them a text message or an email right away saying, hey, I love the chat today, here's the information you were looking for, or even if you're on the phone with them, sending them the information that they were looking for, so that way you can go over it with them while you're on the phone and really just build that relationship up. And number 4, is not storing customer data from previous conversations with them. Sorry, my marker's running out, as you can see, so I want to grab another one. And if you can store data in your CRM and you can really understand what was going on with them over the last week, or from the last time you talked, you might be on the phone with somebody and you're talking and you'll be like, hey, let's schedule an appointment for tomorrow. They're like, I'm really busy tomorrow. It's my son's birthday. What's another way that you can make a contact? Send a card or even just a little gift for their son's birthday. Or you can simply, next time you get on the phone with them, be like, hey, I know it was your son's birthday. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I'm not sure if you got my card that I sent over, but I did send you guys over a birthday card because, you guys do mean a lot to me. You are now my new friends, or just something like that. It doesn't have to be generic, but it really has to speak from the heart, because your patients, they're going to be with you for a long time, especially when you want referrals and all of that. I know a lot of my clients, I want to be with them a long time as well, because the more I'm with them, the more we're learning from each other, and the more we get familiar with exactly what needs to be done on each other's end, and then just the better results we'll be able to get working together. And then number 5, no clear purpose, or just lacking a variety of reasons to make that contact. A lot of people don't make the contact because they don't know why they should be calling. If you're just continuing to calling, saying, hey, I'm just following up with you. Hey, I'm just following up with you again today. I hope you're doing well. People are going to get bored, and they're not going to answer. If you can figure out ways to be extremely creative in the follow-up, then you can keep them on the tip of their toes, and you can really just entertain them throughout the sales process. Because people, again, they always forget what you might have said, but they never forget how you made them feel. So if you can make them laugh, if you can make them happy, if you can turn a negative situation into something positive, then they will remember you because you made them feel a certain way. And those are the top 5 mistakes in the follow-up. So again, never following up, biggest mistake that you can make. Number 2, tracking and scheduling. You need to know when you're following up, when you need to follow up, the last time you followed up. And then number 3, waiting too long. You can't be waiting too long in between follow-ups. You really can't do it. You're going to turn yourself from you're going to turn your leads from a warm lead into a cold lead, especially if you wait too long throughout the follow-up. And number 4, not storing customer data from previous conversations. Being able to take conversations that you've had and even using those throughout marketing material when you send handwritten letters or just anything like that. You really just need to have everything in one place where you can store all of your data, add your tasks, add your leads, add the people you've closed. Just have everything all in one place, because it makes it so much easier to stay committed to the follow-up. And then number 5, no clear purpose or lacking a variety of reasons to make the contact. Again, just be creative. If you can figure out little ways to use, even I know one of my mentors, he works a thing called the Dream 100. I'll talk about this in a later video as well, so definitely watch for that if you haven't already seen it already, if this is sometime down the road. But, if his Dream 100, which is the 100 people that he wants to work with, he'll send them little gifts here and there. And, if he doesn't receive contact from one of them, what he'll do is he'll send them a dodgeball with a funny little note that says, "You dodging me, bro?" Or just something funny like that. And just doing something like that, it really just, they're like, whoa, it just catches them off guard. They get a little chuckle. And then, a lot of the times when he does do that, they end up giving him a call. Another mentor of mine, he did that same exact strategy, except for he shipped out rubber fish to his Dream 100. And his little slogan was, "Fish slap the ways out of the old and accept the ways of the new," or something on the lines of that. And it's just a funny way to follow up with somebody. It gets you to the top of their head, and it really just makes them think. And if you can do it in a way that makes it look and makes them feel like you really care, because you really do, then you can even get even better results. And you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm Michael Aracco. I am the founder of Anunzi Medical Marketing, and I help medical practices and medical practice owners like yourself scale, increase customer retention, increase reviews, and just do everything that you need to do by putting the processes in place to remove you from the business side and let you do what you do best, and that is take care of your patients.